Welcome to episode 4 Pardon the Body.
Pardon the bodies. And again, the whole podcast, the purpose of the podcast is about love, relationships, and ultimately getting your shit together. Are women expectations too high? And while women have changed and men overall recognize that women in society and their roles have changed, do women want the men to stay the same while they are the only ones that evolve and change?
So it's like women do. You know, women know how to push the right buttons. They most certainly do.
However, as being a father, you recognize that you don't get back time.
One of the things that I would say is a disadvantage is that nobody knows my name. Like,
real, right?
Like you know what I mean? Like, so what's one thing that you did not learn that you are going to pass down to your son?
But I definitely will teach my son how to love somebody for who they are the first time he meet them, as opposed to, you know, maybe going through the doldrums when he get older and then having to learn that. So that's something I would teach my son. I will hope that I could teach my daughters just off top, man. Make sure that y'all got love and respect for yourself. And the moment that some guy is giving you less than what you feel like you are worth, that you can move on.
To say that I will be the first doctor in our bloodline, to say that my child will be able to see me walk across the stage as Dr. Rudis, to say that my community has somebody that they could recognize that look just like them from the slums, hung out in the hood, did all the terrible deeds. And now I'm in a space where I can become an educator of them and teach them all the things that I know, because they may never reach that level. Like that inspires me to keep going and to finish the degree. What would you say is the biggest problem with having two baby mothers?
We went to Hal.
Yeah.
When we made it to Hal, we would get picked on every day, and we would get chased home every day.
That's a fact.
That was one instance.
That's a fact.
Where it was me, you, and one of our cousins, and two guys ran up on us.
Yeah.
You ran and left me by myself.
I did. I did that.
My question to you is, what was going through your mind at that time? You left me to fight two dudes by myself.
Listen, man, I just wanted to read books, play Pokemon cards, and chill with the girls, and I couldn't do it.
All right, so
I was afraid because I didn't know how to box. Period. Look, people are afraid of taking that ass whooping. That's what it is.
I want to know, why are men not providing?
Ooh, I can answer this question for you. I think the problem is men are expected to remain the same. Men back then and still to this day are still expected to be protectors, providers, take care of the home, bring home the money, take care of the wife, etc. However, women have changed drastically throughout history. A lot of women are not the same as their grandmother, their great-grandmothers, etc. Especially y'all damn values. I say, oh, women don't belong in the kitchen, women don't do this, women don't need to dress like this, women don't need to act like this, etc., etc. Which in my opinion is okay. Did you hear me? That is fine. However, men are not allowed to change. Y'all still have this expectation of men as though they can't change their values and their beliefs. How is that fair? Because a lot of y'all women do not hold the same values as the ones before y'all. Y'all still expect the man to act the same as the ones before him? Nah. How is it okay for women to change but men are expected to remain the same?
You're not sticking to the topic. So that's a lot of problem with a lot of women right now. They'll see something and they'll try to give their own opinion or spin on it. This topic is based upon the roles, not single mothers, not people in the workplace. We don't want to talk about that right now. That's another podcast for another day. What we're talking, because I was going back and forth with Nikki because she adds stuff. She adds sazon to some chicken that's already got flavor on it. That's what's wrong with women. You give them something, they want to add a little bit more. No, I'm the man. Let me speak.
He already caping.
Hey man, listen, man.
So the women looked at it and said, we deserve to have the same rights as a man. We deserve to vote. We deserve to work. We deserve to make the same amount of money. while also saying we want a relationship with a man who treats me the way they used to treat Ethels. The way they used. If you ask a woman why she out at 2 a.m. and her phone is off, she gonna say she at the studio. Now that same woman been working on a 6 CD track for a couple years now, and ain't no damn album came out.
And
But
what we can say about today's time is that neither men nor women really have their shit together in terms of the values. Like, what are you standing on, right?
Because I think the thing is, a lot of times nowadays, women have expectations of what a man should be and what a man should do. However, they don't have those same expectations for themselves. You know, the same way.
I believe in equality, right? And when you look at the equal symbol, there is one line on top of the other. For me, the man is at the top of that line and the woman is at the bottom, but we are equal in what we're bringing to the table. And I think you got to have that conversation with your partner to say, okay, what does equality look like for us?
In a lot of cases that men and women have roles.
Oh, yeah.
All right, well, you say it because people get
you
mad
better
when
believe
I
it.
say
I'm from this. Yeah, you better believe it.
I mean, I know you're from New Orleans, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So, yeah, well, I'm only from Jersey,
Yeah,
but I do believe that if he wants a sandwich,
you make daddy a sandwich.
Most of the time.
No. Let me ask you this. Well, okay, let me ask you this. If me and you out and somebody say something slick to you,
you punch him in the face.
You want me to smack him in his mouth, right?
That's right.
So if I take you on a date and I say, look, baby, we gonna go Dutch.
No.
Exactly. If we walking up to the car and I don't open your car door, what do you say?
Open the door.
You better believe it.
Yeah, no, I am with you. I think
so you make daddy a sandwich.
I will after I get out of the shower.
Yeah.
But it'll get done.
If I'm outside cutting that grass, bring daddy some lemonade. It's hot outside.
Now, if you want to go to the 2021 aspect of it, you want a submissive woman, but what are you giving her to submit to?
But women have made it so difficult because a woman come into a situation already saying, I'm not submitting. That's how I feel.
Not all women are not. Well, if you really think about it, most men are closed off. If you're going through something, you're not gonna really discuss it with your significant other. How a woman would know something is wrong with you is your mood would change. Your attitude will be different. You will act out in other ways that you normally wouldn't act out in. Men
okay, so why is something going on with that man? That woman don't come here, baby. Let me suck your dick. Hey, what do you as a woman do for that man to make him feel that
I uplift him, I motivate him, I push him. Where he's lacking, I pick up.
Okay.
Just enough not to take over so he can remain in that role as a provider. But
she said one of the reasons that she's an alpha female is because she
so
is like
is a dick bigger than man?
No, sir.
It's gotta be.
A lot of
that's what I think of when I hear alpha female. She has a big dick.
My balls is real.
How big? How big?
You have a very masculine energy about you, and that's a turnoff for a man. A man doesn't want no, super masculine woman. We want a feminine woman because no man wants an alpha woman. I don't want an alpha woman. Like I want you to be the piece to the puzzle.
Can alpha male and alpha female coexist?
No.
My answer to that is no.
No, they can't.
No, there's two dicks. That's
what I'm saying. You can't have two big dicks.
No, they can't.
Man, growing up, I didn't have the strongest relationship with my mother. I didn't grow up with my mother, right? So when I was dating women, I will look for women who gave me that motherly vibe, right? And the moment they did, I was always like super infatuated with them, super attached to them, because I was looking for something in those women that I wasn't necessarily getting from home.
Not a woman's responsibility at all to tell a grown ass man to go sort out his problems. To me,
that's fucking this shit up. That's what's fucking it up.
That's what raises weak men.
Thank
you. A woman can't teach a man how to treat a woman.
But he
is he in the house
with me? It don't matter if he's in the house or not. It don't
yes,
matter.
It does. Yes, it does.
It doesn't.
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't.
You don't have a father in the house. When your son see you get an attitude he's gonna get an attitude in the same manner. When you yell, scream, and cry, it's gonna reflect off of him because that's all he's seen his mama do. Men can't raise children. Y'all do a bad job.
Who do a bad job?
Look at all the game members right now they don't have fathers in the house.
By nature, we will do what we see our parents do, right? That nature versus nurture argument, which has been raging for eternity, we will ultimately do what we see at home. We will turn into product of our home environment before we turn into product of our outside environment. So if
this is where you want me to be, and then you change.
Because all men,
and women change. They put the hair on in the inches and the girdle, and they take that off and they change.
Damn! All I want to know is how could that woman speak the same language as that snake?
You